What's going on, YouTube? It is RandyTalksMets in the building. This video is going to be about Freddie Freeman, so yeah, tune in. What's going on, YouTube? It is RandyTalksMets in the building. This video is going to be about Freddie Freeman, and basically there's a belief that Freddie Freeman is not going to be an Atlanta Brave anymore. This is big news, guys, because obviously we know before the lockout, the Mets were looking into a lot of things. They were looking into a lot of players. But apparently, they were looking into Freddie Freeman as well. They had a little bit of interest in Freddie Freeman. And who would not have interest in Freddie Freeman? Because Freddie Freeman is a freaking all-star, a great player, one of the best players in the MLB. So, yeah, guys, let's get into the video. But before I get into the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Definitely, guys, Randy Talks Mets. This is where we talk Mets baseball. This is where we talk anything to do with the Mets and baseballs. But, yeah, guys. Apparently, a report from Buster Olney from ESPN basically saying that Freddie Freeman is not, it doesn't look like he's going to be an Atlanta Brave again. Now, that is big news because, the Atlanta Braves just won the World Series in 2021. And you would think that Freddie Freeman, that they would come to terms with basically their Chipper Jones. This guy, Freddie Freeman, is the Atlanta Braves, basically the Chipper Jones, of this era. He is a Brave. He breathes the Braves. He breathes Atlanta. He's always known Atlanta. He hasn't known anything else. So it's really surprising that Freddie Freeman, that the report basically saying that Freddie Freeman is not going to be a Brave anymore. That is big news. I really just can't believe it, to be honest. It's very hard to believe because obviously they just won the World Series. So maybe they just couldn't come to terms with money. Maybe they just couldn't come to terms. Maybe they will come to terms after the lockout. But basically, guys, the way this interests the Mets is because, Freddie Freeman is a top player. His 2021 stats, guys, he had 31 home runs, batting average of 300. He had 180 hits. This guy is an elite talent. Okay, who wouldn't love to have Freddie Freeman? You know what I'm saying? The Yankees would love to have Freddie Freeman. The Mets would love to have Freddie Freeman. Anybody who loves baseball, who wants to win a baseball, World Series, wants Freddie Freeman because he's an elite talent. He's so special. He's a left-handed. He has power. He's a great hitter. He knows what he's doing at the plate. He has great plate discipline. Doesn't strike out a lot. He's very, very tough to hit, very, very tough, So, guys, the fact that Freddie Freeman is basically going to be a free agent after this lockout is really big. And the fact that the Mets looked into another report from Buster Olney said basically that Freddie Freeman was looking, the Mets were looking into Freddie Freeman. It's not very surprising because Freddie Freeman is an elite talent. But, guys, let me tell you how this affects the Mets and what do I think the Mets should really do. Now, obviously, we know Freddie Freeman, we know the Mets, and we know we have Pete Alonso. We know we have one of the best first basemen in all of the MLB right now, and that is Pete Alonso. And we know he is still young. So what is really the need to sign Freddie Freeman, a guy that wants more money, he just won the World Series, so he's going to want a lot of money. He's going to want a lot. It's going to take a lot to get Freddie Freeman because, like I said, he is a top talent. He's going to want a lot of money. And, Steve Cohen does have money. The Mets, do have money. That is not a problem. But position-wise, where are you going to put Pete Alonso? Where are you going to put? Is Pete Alonso going to go to DH? With the National League having the DH, it opens a lot of opportunities. Is Pete Alonso going to be okay with being a DH, for the rest of basically his Mets, term? No. I don't think Pete Alonso wants Freddie Freeman to come to the Mets because it's obviously going to push him to either DH or the Mets are going to trade Alonso, for somebody else, and they'll live with Freddie Freeman. And that would be pretty much a big change, guys, to be honest. So, let me know what you guys think the Mets are going to do with Freddie Freeman. Like I said, he's a top talent. This guy has power. This guy feels the ball very well. He's a Gold Glover. You know what I'm saying? 5-time All-Star, 2021 World Series. He did win the MVP. So, Freddie Freeman has a lot to offer. And, like I said, Pete Alonso, if you're going to trade Pete Alonso, which I don't think we should do at all because Pete Alonso, like I said, he's young. We still have control over him, So it's not like we have to sign Pete Alonso for an extension real soon. So obviously this is big news, guys. Pete Alonso is very, very important to the Mets, and, them winning the World Series. So obviously we want Pete Alonso to stay in the Mets, right? Freddie Freeman is all good. an elite talent. Like I said, the stats, they talk for themselves, to be honest, guys. 300 hitter, 31 home runs. Pete Alonso's not a 300 hitter. Okay, he did not bat 300 last season, but he still is, developing. He's still getting better. He's still really learning himself. He has unbelievable power. He has way more power than Freddie Freeman. Okay, but in general, Pete Alonso, we just don't need another first baseman. Okay, so in my opinion, I just don't think Freddie Freeman should come to the Mets in any way. I think the Mets should really think about Pete Alonso as their first baseman. We're good. We're good at first base. We should be focusing on other positions like third base, like other positions, the outfield, right field. So, pitching, bullpen. The Mets have a lot to focus on, and Freddie Freeman and first base should not be the main focus. But yeah, guys, to be honest, like I said, I just don't think that Freddie Freeman is really a need in New York. I know that the Mets want to win the World Series right now. I know that they want to win right now, but I just say we just don't need him. We really don't need Freddie Freeman. Like I said, Pete Alonso's young. We still have control over him. He's still developing. He's still getting better. So we really don't need Freddie Freeman. And, I know that the report is good to talk about and that type of stuff, but I just don't feel personally we really need Freddie Freeman. I don't want to see Freddie Freeman in New York. He's a great talent, awesome. If he goes to the Yankees, if he goes to another club, it is what it is. But yeah, if Freddie Freeman does go to the Yankees, he will be out of the Atlanta. He will be out of the East. So that'll be better for the Mets. You know what I'm saying? They won't have to deal with Freddie Freeman anymore. And Freddie Freeman, he's not a guy that you really, like a Chipper Jones. He is a Mets killer, but in general, he is not a guy that you hate. He's not like Chipper Jones. As a Mets fan, so many people hated, Mets fans hated Chipper Jones. Hated seeing Chipper Jones, destroy the Mets, their dreams, always basically kill their rallies, that type of stuff. So, in general, guys, we don't need Freddie Freeman. And, yeah, we're good. Pete Alonso is awesome. I love Pete Alonso. And, yeah, let's stick with Pete Alonso, please. Yeah, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Definitely, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I wanted to get this out for you guys. I saw this report, a couple of days ago, but I had to do a couple of things. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. I just want to always end my video with telling you guys you can do anything that you want to do in your life. Don't let anyone stop you in this world. And yeah, guys, let's go Mets. Stay blessed. I love you guys. And yeah, I will be streaming more. We'll be uploading more. And yeah, we're just going to keep growing, guys. Love you guys so much. Randy Talks Mets, and I'm gone.